Cambridge City Council now be in session. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Conaway. Evancho.
Here.
Loffman.
Here.
Leonard.
Here.
Marlin.
Here.
McMillan.
Here.
Wolverton.
Here.
Reading of the minutes, Mr. Marlin.
I make a motion we dispense with the reading of the minutes and place on file.
Mr. Wolverton.
I second the motion.
All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and that motion is granted. Mayor's report.
It's that time. Good afternoon, everybody. Weather's trying to change out there. Just a footnote, last year at this time, we'd already mowed one time. We haven't mowed anything. Got another week or so out there, but it's thinking about it. So we're gearing up in the trenches. But on your paper in front of you there, number one on the list, we got Kim Conrath, Code Enforcement, request to appropriate $27,333.33 into insurance reimbursement line item. Again, I think we've been through that a few times. That's a fire deposit that'll be dealt with. Number two, Fire Chief Jeff Deeks requests permission to A, accept $2,800 donation from Columbia Gas CARES program and place the funds into equipment. B, to apply for the State of Ohio Division of Commerce 2019 EMS grant.
Okay, Mayor, all those requests will be sent to the Finance Committee.
Thank you, Council President. I do have a couple little footnotes. Again, I'm going to say this pretty much every live council meeting until it happens, because we want to make sure everyone gets the message out there. Spring cleanup, 26th, 27th in April, all day that Friday and half a day on the Saturday. Come one, come all, and it's on us. And we hope that we don't have to chase you around your house or wherever it seems to be the issues out there. But so far, so good. And then, again, I think Councilman McMillan brought this up last go-around. Southgate Bridge will shut down this summer. May 30th, give or take a day or two, they're going to take the lid clear off that. So if anyone thinks they're going to go around the borders and over the hill, they're not coming back. So at that point, we want to make sure that we tell everybody just do so they, start thinking about coming around the interstates in different ways into town. Old habits are hard to break. And for those real slow learners out there, and we do have them, Clark Street's under construction. It will be for the next 2 years. We've been talking about it for 5 years. And I still got a call last week wanting to know what was going on. And they lived on Clark Street, so I know we have a lot of problems there. But anyhow, we're working on it. And then not last, not least, I have a young lady who wants to tell us all about something that's pretty cool. Carol Jones, if you'll come up. And I'm going to pass this around the rank and file so they'll see what we're talking about.
Great.
Pull this around the edge here. That's what
Hello, and thank you, Mayor Orr, for inviting me to come today. I'll just take a quick second and tell you some things that are going on.
Before you start, can I get your name and your address?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
My name is Carol Wilcox Jones, and my address is 52 Payden Drive, which is in New Concord, which I lovingly say New Corn Cob, Ohio.
All right, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. But I'm here every day with you all in Cambridge. I fell in love with the Salt Fork Festival years ago. I moved here from New York, where I was an opera singer, and started volunteering in that festival. And I think probably everybody knows about the Salt Fork Festival. We are celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. Hoorah! Well, as fate would have it, I got more involved, and after retiring from Muskingum, where I taught music for 27 years, I took upon myself the responsibility of helping to reorganize when we sort of shut down in 15. Does anybody remember there was no festival in, yes, okay, in 2015. There was a snag. So we reorganized, we formed a new board, we had a wonderful festival in 16, we had an even greater festival in 17, and last year we exploded. We went from about 45 kids' art pieces in our student arts tent to over 300.
Wow.
We added another 15 artists who came into the program to demonstrate, sell their wares, and present to us. So this year, we are already well ahead of where we were last year in registrations. We are hoping for great things, and we hope you all will come and support the festival again. I have a big conviction that it provides a unique, premier experience for folks in our community. I know I have to keep this short, Mayor Orr, so I won't proselytize too much, but I do think it is a unique community-building adventure for this community. We have thousands of visitors who come, which of course bolsters our economy here, and we have great plans for the potential and future development of this festival. This little flyer, which we are passing around, and I have one for each of you, is about our fundraising adventure coming up April 25. That's going to be at the Pritchard Laughlin. It's a delicious dinner served by Theo's Catering. It has music, it has live and silent auction, all these things going on to help us fundraise for the festival and for the Ohio Arts and Crafts Foundation. Now this year we have an especially important project. Just happened to have a picture of it. It's a little picture, but this is it. I have bigger versions of it, which I will share with you, and there are copies. Yes, please. We would like to give back to Cambridge City Park for helping us out for 50 years where we've always presented the festival. So, it's a big, big step, but here we go. We formed a Blue Ribbon Committee, and they said, what would you recommend that we do as a public arts project? Now, we could have put in so many things, beautiful things, a statue, a student arts project, flushed out, but what we came up with was this. I went to the Parks Board and asked them, what is your wish list? They told me several things, and we came up with this development. We've since been able to move forward with it. It's been presented to the Parks Board now 3 times. We have a plan. Mr. Van Way approved it just today. I picked up the plans, and we are wanting to move forward on the project. What does that mean? It means there will be a very handsome entrance on the north side of Cambridge City Park, right along Edgeworth Avenue. So it would be, if you come in, here's 8th and here's 10th. If you come north on 8th and turn, you come first to the driving entrance, and then next would be this pedestrian entrance.
Yourself at the Little League entrance, sitting there, looking straight ahead. Gosh. That's where it is.
And then further east would be Don Coss Field. So we have reviewed it, we've presented it, we've analyzed it, we've put it out for bid, and we would really like to go forward with it. So I thought it was important to introduce that to everybody. We think it's something that will serve the community for years to come. And at the top, of course, it says Cambridge City Park, and underneath it, it's going to say Home of Salt Fork Festival for 50 years. Thank you.
Thank you.
If somebody wants to ask questions, I think I'm allowed to come back next time.
Okay,
And-
sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone have any direct questions? You got any more of them sheets?
Oh, I got tons, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's all I have, Council President. A couple of you didn't get papers, if you have a couple of those others.
Any questions of the mayor? Well, he's...
Passing out
this.
papers. I did this when I was young, and I got...
Okay.
May I just say one more quick thing? If you all would like to come, I invite you to join us on April the 25th at Pritchard Laughlin for this event. We would be honored to have you there, and I think you'll have a wonderful time. Thank you.
Okay, thanks again. We're going to move on then. City Attorney, Mr. Ferguson?
No report this evening, thank you.
Thank you. Communications?
Yes, just the main volume. Getting a little bit of a feedback. I have a letter to the council that I told Councilman Conaway I was not going to read. I was going to misplace it, but he advised he had a spare copy, so here we go. It is with regret that I must submit my resignation from the office of council at large for the city of Cambridge, as I no longer will meet the qualifications for serving in such capacity. On March the 16th, 2019, I vacated my home located within the city and moved outside of the city limits, thus disqualifying me from continuing to serve. Upon the advice of council, I ask that I please be removed from this position and my vacancy filled within 30 days of the date I became ineligible. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve my community. Very truly yours, Brian Conaway.
Regretfully, I'll accept a motion to accept this letter and place it on file. Mr. Evancho?
So moved.
And Mr. Leonard?
Second.
All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oh, same sign. And hate to see you go.
We do. Thank you. That's what I said.
Any other communications?
No, that's all I have.
Okay. We're going to move forward. Reports of committees.
Report of Finance Committee, March the 18th. We recommend that council authorize the administration to enter into an agreement with the Ohio Attorney General to allow for additional methods of collecting unpaid income tax penalties and interest.
Any questions of the committee on that report? Next, please.
Report of Finance Committee, March the 18th. We recommend that council adopt an ordinance designating depositories for the city of Cambridge.
Any questions of the committee on that report? Next, please.
Report of Finance Committee, March the 18th. We recommend that council adopt an ordinance establishing wages for seasonal employees at the Cambridge City Park, Pool, and Parkside Tasty Treat for 2019.
Any questions of the committee on that report? Okay, we'll move on to unfinished business. Anything? Go to audience portion. Anybody wishes to speak, they can approach the microphone, state your name and address, and you'll be limited to 5 minutes. Anybody? Okay, we'll move on to new business. Anything under new business? We'll go to ordinances and resolutions.
An ordinance authorizing the administration to enter into an agreement with the Ohio Attorney General's office and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Loffman,
Motion to suspend.
Ms. McMillan.
Second the motion?
Roll call on the suspension, please.
Leonard?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Loffman?
Yes.
Marlin?
Yes.
Conaway?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Mr. Marlin,
Make a motion to pass.
Mr. Wolverton.
Second the motion to pass?
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Conaway?
Yes.
Marlin?
Yes.
Loffman?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Leonard?
Yes.
That ordinance is declared adopted. Next, please.
An ordinance designating depositories for the city of Cambridge.
Mr. Vancho,
Motion to suspend.
Mr. Leonard.
Second.
Roll call on the suspension, please.
McMillan?
Yes.
Conaway?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Leonard?
Yes.
Marlin?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Loffman?
Yes.
Mr. Conway,
Motion to pass, excuse me.
Mr. Loffman.
Second to pass.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Marlin?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Leonard?
Yes.
Loffman?
Yes.
Conaway?
Yes.
And that ordinance is declared adopted. Next, please.
An ordinance establishing park seasonal employee pay rates.
Mr. Vancho,
Motion to suspend.
Mr. Marlin,
Second to suspend.
roll call on the suspension.
Marlin?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Leonard?
Yes.
Loffman?
Yes.
Conaway?
Yes.
Mr. Loffman,
Motion to pass.
Mr. Conaway.
Second to pass?
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Leonard?
Yes.
We'll
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Loffman?
Yes.
Conaway?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Marlin?
Yes.
And that ordinance is declared adopted. We'll go to miscellaneous. Mr. Vancho,
Yes, Finance Committee will meet next Monday, so it'd be April 1st, 4:30.
Ms. McMillan.
Yes, as Park Board Liaison, I just kind of wanted to give a little report on our meeting last week. Kind of lengthy, but this is the time of year that things are happening at the park. The park is up and running, probably not at 100% because the restaurants aren't open yet because of no heat in some of them, so we can't run the risk. There are a couple that are open. I believe we did have softball and baseball games there this past weekend, and Marty and his crew got the fields all ready to go for that. The pool is opening Memorial Day weekend, and the baby pool, kiddie pool is fixed, and we're hoping and praying it does hold water, so that will work this year as it didn't last year. Pool passes are currently being sold, so you can visit the the park board office to get those, and we hope that we can see maybe an increase in the number that we sell this year. And the best one, in my opinion, that Parkside Tasty Treats opening this weekend. So, a lot happening at the park this summer, and there are going to be some renovations coming to McFarland Stadium, starting sometime soon, pertaining to the field itself.
Okay, thank you very much. Anybody else? Not, Mr. Marlin?
I would like to defer my adjournment to Councilman Conaway. So,
Mr. Conaway?
all yours.
I believe unless replaced, I have one more meeting in
Yeah, I was going to say, he has one more
We
meeting
haven't
with
not-
us.
Okay, well, then I'll do it.
Okay, thank you.
Not an actual council, not an actual
Someone
council.
get us out of here, will you?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
We are adjourned. Thank you.